Art, talent, choreography, beauty, and music. It's another world, amazing, exciting, and unique, inside of classics.
Yeah, ta-da-da-ta-da-da-ta-da-da-ta-ta. Second, ra-ta-ta. Leva, 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 levei papà e 4, tá? Sì, mister, vai. Period, 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 period. This jumping without jumping.
I have been working for 5 years. Of course, if you look at the memories, it was a very interesting time. Our ballet is not like any other. This is a modern ballet. We learn to dance practically from scratch. I never saw myself as a ballerina. I did not even think about becoming one. Astana Ballet is a young theater, a modern art temple. One of the best ballet groups skillfully combine classical traditions and the latest trends of folk and modern choreography, thereby creating a unique image and style. Our theatrical company, Astana Ballet, is very young. It was created in 2012, and its direction was immediately chosen as the creation of modern choreography. Construction of the building of the Astana Ballet Theatre began in May 2015. The total area was 15,500 square meters. About 400 specialists were involved in the construction. The new building was commissioned in February 2017. At the moment, we're in the foyer. The foyer and the auditorium are distinguished by a minimalistic style. Everything looks harmonious and functional. Now we are on the second floor. Here we have an auditorium. This is the heart of our theater. The auditorium consists of several sectors. It's a balcony 1 and a balcony 2. The building and its interior are decorated in the modern style. The simplicity and elegance of the architectural appearance, the majestic columns, the well-arranged platform at the entrance, all this captivates and makes an undeniable impression. One can say with certainty that Astana Ballet is not inferior to the best world theaters. This is a universal theater. The stage is open to different performers. And we can put operas, dramatic performances, musical concerts, ballet companies, folk dance groups, all genres, even musicals. And this is entirely within our power. The Astana Ballet Theatre is located next to the Kazakh National Academy of Choreography. The capacity of the auditorium is designed for 800 seats. According to the idea of designers, the stage is decorated with a curtain of golden brown color, and chairs in the auditorium are distinguished by saffron upholstery.
The
building of the theater is part of the unique complex of the National Choreography Academy. It's hard to find something similar anywhere in the world, maybe except for Academy of National Dance and Choreography in Beijing, where the same complex is available. The theater is equipped with spacious rehearsal rooms. Before going on stage, the artists get ready in light and comfortable dressing rooms. And unique props made in the shaman sewing shops serve as a real decoration of the choreographic productions. Artists of the theater mastered not only the techniques of classical ballet, but also mastered modern dance directions. This year, the audience will be presented with 6 premieres, among them performances in the style of Art Nouveau, Contemporary, and Neoclassic. In Kazakhstan, modern choreography has not been developed to such an extent that we could adopt and work in this direction. Therefore, until today, we're attracting the best specialists in this direction.
Raz, pa, 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 cabriole, hey, ha, pa, 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 waf, waf. Yeah? Boys can do the same. The ballet dancers of today, they have to be really open-minded and diverse, because we are not doing just the classical ballet. We are doing classical, we are doing neoclassical, we are doing ballets with a lot of physicality, ballets that are really dry, ballet where you have to be an actor, have to be the best actor you can be, ballets that you have to be really romantic. So the best dancers of today are the more varied ones that have an open mind and are willing to do all kinds of dance. It's the complete artist.
This is Ricardo Amarante, graduate of the English National Ballet School. He worked in prestigious theaters in Europe. His experience and knowledge as choreography director he now passes on the theater troupe of Astana Ballet. The repertoire of the capital's theater was supplemented by vivid productions of the master Gaia, Love, Fear, Loss, a Fuego Lento.
The repertoire of Astana Ballet, it's very good, especially from now on. We are trying to bring choreographers from all over the world, choreographers that are acclaimed worldwide, things that never came into Kazakhstan before. We are trying to bring ballet for the 21st century, really a modern take to the classical ballet. For example, we are bringing this season George Balanchine for the first time in Kazakhstan. Yeah, every ballet is different. Every ballet has a different feeling, a different scenography, a different technical requirements for it. For example, tonight we're gonna see one ballet which has a lot of projections, a lot of scenography coming up and down and everything. But we also have really simple ballets where we have just a piano there and lights at the back of the stage. We can be also really nice. 1 month ago we did Walpurgis Night, which was completely different with a lot of decorations, a lot of computer effects, a lot of people flying and everything.
Очень понравилось само здание.
I like the building itself, the structure. The stage has a lot to offer technically. Conditions for the work of artists, halls, locker rooms, dressing rooms, healthcare at medical rooms, everything is at a high
На
level.
высоком уровне.
This is the stage of the Astana Ballet Theatre. Its area is more than 500 meters. The stage can be transformed with the help of the latest mobile technologies and lifting-lowering mechanisms. Thanks to such technical possibilities, the most complex performances with scenography on the stage of the theatre become a reality.
Сейчас мы находимся в трюме сцены. Это у нас машинное отделение.
Now we are in the understage. This is our engine room. This is where our spare lifts are located. These are 4 platforms which allow us to transform the scene. So we can put a ladder on stage for a concert or create some kind of scenery according to the artist's intention.
Для концерта с оркестром, либо создать какую-то декорацию по замыслу художника.
There are many working spare lifts technologies in theater. One advantage is that it's able to handle up to 30 tons of heavy cargo.
На Вальпургиеву ночь мы использовали в основном верхние машины.
On the Walpurgis night, we used the upper mechanical machines. For that, a flight arrangement was specially made. On the stage, there were 4 manual flight arrangements and 1 electronic flight facility. They were guided from the console. On stage, we had flying characters and a flying chariot decoration. This brought diversity into production set, and it really left the audience in total admiration.
Восхищение вызвало у зрителей.
In this production, you can see different scenery. For example, one of the unique creations of the theater masters is an amazing throne. In this production, you can see different scenery. For example, one of the unique creations of the theater is this amazing throne.
Балет, он интересный.
Ballet is very interesting. Here is soft scenery. They're very interesting for the artists. Our fantasy here is limitless. It's not just about cut and paste, based, and etc., but it's about the fact that many of us can invest something of our own into production, and this makes it more interesting.
Интересно, наоборот, людям становится.
They have different religions, languages, and cultures, but there is one thing that unites actors: the love for ballet.
Ballet, well, it is my life. It's my passion. You have to be extremely passionate to pursue this profession, and it really consumes a lot in our everyday life. We work 6 days a week, sometimes 7, and yeah, it's something I've been doing since I was a child, and I'm still doing it now.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2.
Kazakhstan is great. There is an obvious influence from Russia, which is a great grounding for ballet, a great basis, especially technically and also artistically. And I think what is unique and beautiful about ballet in Kazakhstan is also the character dancing, the traditional dancing. And I think there is an obvious influence of that goes into the classical and neoclassical and modern dancing here. It's very unique, it's special, and it's extremely beautiful. And I think that it needs to be seen more around the world.
The Astana Ballet Theatre employs more than 50 artists. Initially, the ballet troupe consisted of only girls. Later, it was replenished with the male dancers. Among the artists of the theatre, there are no random people. Each of them passed a rigorous selection. There are also those who received an education and gained invaluable experience abroad.
Я никогда себя не видела балериной. Я даже об этом как-то и не думала.
To be honest, I never saw myself as a ballerina. I did not even think about it. During the training, I realized that I like it. Then when I started to work in the theater, it was already conscious. Then I went to France and worked there for 7 years. I worked with foreign choreographers, and it was very interesting.
Уже более осознанно. Потом я уехала во Францию, 7 лет работала там, работала с зарубежными хореографами. То есть настолько все было интересно.
The theater works closely with leading specialists from around the world. Recently, renowned choreographer from Argentina, Ruben Turanova, was invited to Astana. At the moment, he's preparing a new production.
Luego enseguida,
Inspiration for the ballet production comes from the colors of life. It's about light and shadow, about happy and unhappy moments of life, the contrast of color, emotion, also dreams and reality. When I saw the city, architecture, design, all the colors of the city, I decided to combine everything in one ballet.
Actual director y coreógrafo estaba en la compañía de Astana. E na minha coreografia tem movimentações que são clássicas.
What I do and what I'm giving is a fusion of different genres, fusion of 4 similar but such different directions. All the trends of the modernity came from the classical ballet. I want to give the dancers all the skills of a different genre. Without the skills of classical ballet, nothing is possible.
Eu faço uma fusão dos estilos da dança moderna e passo isso para o corpo dos bailarinos, sem esquecer a dança clássica.
There are different types of classical dance techniques. One of them is fouettes, a complex and at the same time beautiful figure. When performed, the dancer lifts his leg to 45 to 90 degrees and rotates in one place at a rapid pace. This technique was perfectly mastered by the Italian ballerina Pierina Lignani. She performed 32 fouettes, thus establishing a record in the world of ballet. If girls are mostly fond of fouettes, then one of the serious techniques performed by men is high jump. They're also called cheat parterre. This technique can be improved. For example, trying to perform 2 jumps with 1 rotation. Ballet is an art that requires total dedication and continuous work. The preparation of a 2-hour performance or a 3-minute one takes several months, but the actors say the scene is a magical place where the illness passes and the problems are forgotten.
Надо каждый раз перестраиваться. То есть надо менять.
It's necessary to adapt and change all the time, to change the body, that is, the plasticity of the body. If in the classical ballet all is static, then in other dance you need to let go of the body and dance freely.
Нужно именно отпускать тело на волю и больше давать больше пластики телу.
Pointe shoes are an indispensable thing for ballet dancers. With the help of this shoe, a ballerina can perform different movements of classical dance. During one performance, she can change shoes up to 3 times. Therefore, the demand for pointe shoes is quite high. Some theatrical workshops make their own shoes. However, basically, pointe shoes are delivered by special order from abroad.
Ovviamente, primero...
Ballet dancer can be very well built, with excellent technique, but if he can communicate with the audience, if he cannot tell the main message of the dance, it means there is no soul. We choreographers need only the first 10 seconds to understand if this dancer has it or not.
Expressão corporal do movimento, ele tem que dançar com a alma. Se ele não dança com a alma, simplesmente eu não vejo nada, não encontro nada. Tatiana...
As for the Astana ballet dancers, they are all talented, beautiful. But I would note Tatiana 10 especially. She has everything. In general, dancers strive to work hard and to be the best in their craft. It is no accident that Tatiana was mentioned in a conversation. She deserves her position as a prima ballerina of the theater. Tatiana 10 devoted about 7 years for work at the Collage by Siitova National Theater of Opera and Ballet. The leading soloist had an internship at the famous La Scala Theater and worked in the Capitole Ballet in France.
Любую роль, когда ты танцуешь какую-то определенную роль в балете, ты пропускаешь ее через себя.
Any role when you dance in the ballet, you let through yourself. You compare it with the moments that you encountered in your life. You put your life on the stage.
Получается, то есть ты свою жизнь переносишь на сцену.
The theater troupe toured not only in Kazakhstan, but also in many countries of Europe and Asia: Beijing, Paris, Tokyo, Seoul, and New York. Residents of these cities greeted the performances of Kazakh artists with a storm of applause. During overseas tours, our folk dance makes a huge impression on the audience, and when they see contemporary choreographic productions, they are absolutely delighted. The Kazakh people are very versatile.
Қазақтарды осылай билейді екен деп біз ойламапты деп мақтайды.
In a short time, the Astana Ballet Theater managed to achieve impressive results. Today, the repertoire of the theater includes more than 10 productions, 1-act ballet, many choreographic miniatures and variations. The first production of the capital's theater was Diversity Ballet, in which complex elements of the neoclassicism were presented. Thanks to bright images and spectacular scenic performance, the audience was able to immerse themselves in the amazing world of ballet. New style, dynamics, and modern images. This is Astana Ballet. Young and talented artists are ready to experiment, to conquer new peaks, and to please spectators with bright productions.